Overflows.
Attachment can be used as a ladder. Insights into life of bliss beyond duality. A work by Nivedita. Attachment or endearment is an important tool. Imagine a ladder. It can take you beyond. At the same time, it can bring you down. Both possibilities are open. Indeed, attachment is a device, a path, like the door, that does not change. The only thing that changes is your direction. The door remains the same. It can take you inside or bring you out. The question is only of direction. A ladder is a device that can take you up or bring you down. During the movement of a ladder, if you are facing upward, the ladder will take you upwards, and when facing downwards, the same ladder will bring you down. Love is the ladder for transformation. If you understand the nature and essence of love, it can take you beyond all duality, etc. Love is not just a feeling or a verb, but a fundamental state of being. It is a spectrum with different levels, ranging from possessive to exploitative to a spiritual, unconditional and liberating experiences. True love is about sharing, not owning. It gives both the lover and the loved one total freedom. It is about transcending ego and becoming the love itself, a state of being where you are not just loving, instead you are love. The first thing to be understood is that if love becomes an attachment, you were just in an illusion that it was love. You were just fooling yourself and thinking that it was love. Really, you were in need of attachment, and if you go still deeper, you will find that you are also in need of becoming a slave. There is a subtle fear of freedom, and everybody wants to be a slave. Everyone, of course, talks about freedom, but no one has the courage to be really free, because when you are really free, you are alone. If you have the courage to be alone, then only you can be free. But no one is courageous enough to be alone. You need someone. Why do you need someone? You are afraid of your own loneliness. You become bored with yourself. And really, when you are lonely, nothing seems meaningful. With someone, you are occupied. You create artificial meanings around you. You cannot live for yourself, so you start to live for someone else. And the same is the case with somebody else also. He or she cannot live alone, so he is in search to find someone. Two persons who are afraid of their own loneliness come together and they start a game of love. But deep down they are searching for attachment, commitment, and bondage. Remember this, it is one of the paradoxes of the mind. Whatsoever you get, you will get bored with soon. And whatsoever you do not get, you will long for that. When you are alone, you will long for someone, for some kind of slavery, some bondage. When you are in bondage, you will begin to long for freedom. Really, only slaves long for freedom. And free people try again to be slaves. Mind goes on like a pendulum, moving from one extreme to another. It does not know how to remain in the center. Attachment is one of the ugliest things, and when I say ugliest, I do not mean only religiously, I mean aesthetically also. When you are attached, you have lost your aloneness and you have lost everything. Just to feel good that someone needs you and someone is with you, you have lost everything. You have lost yourself, but the trick is that you try to be independent and you make the other a possession, and the other is doing the same. So do not possess if you do not want to be possessed. We become too easily attached. We become attached to everything. Life is a flux. Nothing remains the same. But we hope that we desire that it will remain the same. There is so much frustration in the world because of our expectation, and it remains unfulfilled. Each expectation brings a disaster. Attachment means clinging to something, wanting it the way it is forever. This is asking for the impossible. The young person wants to remain young forever, and that is impossible. Sooner or later, he has to become old. But then, old age, rather than bringing joy, brings suffering. Otherwise, old age should be the very crescendo of life. It should be the highest peak, snow covered. But it is a dark hole. It is a dark hole because we have been clinging to youth. We cling to the body, but the body has to go one day. Live in it, love it, respect it, take care of it, but do not become attached. Remember, it is a caravanserai. One overnight stay, but in the morning we have to go. And so is the case with everything. You fall in love with a person, you become attached, and immediately misery starts. You become possessive, you are afraid he may fall in love with someone else. You start hindering, obstructing his freedom. You start reducing him to a thing. All respect and love starts disappearing. It becomes only a continuous fight between two egos. You start to possess him or her. He wants to possess you. How can love exist in such a constant war? Attachment destroys love. It is poison to love. Really, love is unseen but realized truth. Love is glory from eternity's spheres. But you have to understand what love is. It is often mocked and disfigured by the baser might. Love is indeed the realization. Love is the manifestation of truth. Or we can say love is the other side of truth. To realize the essence of love, the first step requires love deeply, profoundly, but do not bring possessiveness and jealousy in. They are bound to come in if you become attached. The greatest art to learn in life is to float unattached. Pass through the life, but be unattached to anything. Things will come and go. You remain contented in your own being, undisturbed and undistracted. That is what renunciation is. And if a person can manage this state of bliss, is his he can have the whole universe. So too, attachment and or endearment is a ladder. It can take you beyond. At the same time, it can bring you down. You are told all attachments are wrong and one must abandon any sort of attachment if one is aspiring for inner life. If you go deeper into attachment, you will realize it is a device, a path, a vehicle. Just as you use a vehicle to travel from one place to another, and on reaching the destination, you leave the vehicle and come out. You do not know, you do not remain sitting in the vehicle. Such is the nature of attachment. If your attachment is with an awakened one, a Buddha, then your eyes will start looking upward towards the sky. You will stop creeping on the ground. To look at the Buddha, you have to face upward always. With him, your way of thinking, values, and everything else will undergo transformation. Being with an awakened one, you look at every situation differently. Not only that, you will start evolving, you will start solving each problem different. Your vision changes from problem oriented to solution oriented. You become a solution scanner rather than a problem scanner. You have to start looking upward, the sky, the stars, the sun, and the moon. I have heard the execution of Persian mystic Al-Hilaj Mansur. After returning to his family in Baghdad, Al-Hilaj was making proclamation, An al-Haq, I am the light, I am truth. This aroused emotions and caused anxiety among the educated class. To him, this is ultimate in Sufism. His master Junaid Baghdadi did not have the courage to declare this. He told Mansur that he has known this state has happened to Mansur, but do not declare. At this, Mansur replied, since this has happened, who is he to declare otherwise or denied? If it is God who is overflowing through him, he was denounced at the court for this, but as a Shafi'i jurist refused to condemn him, stating his spiritual inspiration was beyond his jurisdiction. When Al-Hilaj Mansur was crucified, he burst into laughter, and the crowd that gathered, someone amidst the crowd asked Mansur, you are being hanged and you are laughing, you are dying, and so there can be no reason for you to be happy. Mansur's reply is important. I am happy because a large crowd has gathered to see me being hanged, and for the first time their eyes are facing upward to look at me being hanged. Is this not the reason for me to be happy and laughing? All your life you have been looking downwards. The moment you are in love with an awakened one, slowly and slowly your life begins to transform. Always dissolve in love with one whose consciousness is higher than yours. This will help you mysteriously. You will not be able to believe that your life has undergone such change since you have dissolved your being in the love for the awakened one.